Breaking overnight, a 4-alarm fire sending 100 firefighters to this South St. Louis warehouse.
It's been the target of looters and a place for police press conferences, as well as protests. But today, the site of the burned out Quick Trip will start transforming into a place for hope in Ferguson.
A tornado touching down in Washington County as we deal with another round of severe weather. But Ken says we have sunnier days ahead.
Well, most of the rain is gone for now. There's still some rain in the forecast and a hot weekend ahead.
Live from KMOV, this is News 4 This Morning.
Good morning to you. Thank you for waking up with us on this Thursday, July 9th. I'm Andre Hepkins.
And I'm Laura Hettiger in for Emily this morning. And for the first time in a few days, we are not talking about morning rain. We'll check in with Kent in about 4 minutes.
But first, we've been tracking a developing story for you over the past several hours. A 4-alarm warehouse fire in South St. Louis, keeping firefighters busy most of the night.
At one point, over 100 firefighters were on the scene. That fire started around 10 o'clock last night in the 4900 block of Daggett. That is right near the bridge construction on Kings Highway, south of I-44 and the famous Hill neighborhood.
We have our Mugo Adigwe on the scene this morning.
Happening today, more signs of progress in Ferguson. 11 months after riots and looting broke out following the officer-involved shooting death of Mike Brown. This Quick Trip was one of the hardest hit businesses last August, but today the Urban League will begin transforming the site into an empowerment center. News 4's Mike Colombo is live there this morning with the Bommarito Street Fleet. Good morning to you, Mike. News 4 is learning more about a Wentzville school worker and church youth pastor who faces child molestation charges. According to charging documents, Cameron Patterson allegedly abused a child more than 100 times dating back to 2006. Patterson works for the district's before and after school program. The district placed him on administrative leave. He also serves as a youth pastor at Baldwin Baptist Church. Church officials are not commenting on the case. Thank you, Kent. And Tuesday morning, we told you about a $70 million Powerball ticket that was sold in Missouri. Well, we've learned that ticket was sold in South St. Louis on the 4th of July, specifically at the Gas Mart on Southampton. That store will receive a $50,000 bonus for selling the ticket. So if you bought a ticket there on Saturday, you definitely want to check it. Here are the winning numbers: 3, 6, 14, 18, 24, and that Powerball is 21. The winner has until the end of the year to claim the prize. New this morning, the St. Louis Police Department is taking a new approach to combat crime and connect with the community. They've started using social media and YouTube to gather tips. Here's a look at a produced video that was released yesterday. It shows surveillance footage, suspect descriptions, and additional photos of the suspects. The video ends with the St. Louis Police Department's contact information and asks anyone with information to report it.
We have to deliver.
Chief Sam Dotson says the goal is to reach people where they spend a growing amount of time on their cell phones, tablets, and computers. The MLB All-Star Game is next week in Cincinnati. The Cardinals will have 5 representatives, but it could be 6.
That's because pitcher Carlos Martinez is competing with 5 other National Leaguers for your votes, so the winner gets the last All-Star spot.
And the other Missouri team, you know, the Kansas City Royals, they're in the same boat. Well, our Steve Harris joins us live from Busch Stadium this morning. And Steve, we understand that the Cards and the Royals are actually going to be teaming up this week.
They are teaming up, and I've had myself a Mountain Dew and a badminton fan. He's a big badminton fan. I don't
You
know much about
are. I
that,
thought
but,
that about you.
I don't even really know what badminton is.
We can play
It's a
later.
game, right.
We'll try it.
Love baseball, though. All right. New this morning. I see a lot of people doing a lot of things that I wouldn't
Right.
do. Because, anyway.
Just because someone doesn't mean it's okay.
All right. In Alaska, it was Mother Nature that provided one of the best shows you can imagine.
And it was all caught on camera by a couple of fishermen. Wow, the 2 men were headed to their favorite fishing spot when this pod of whales just kind of crashed the party. About a dozen humpback whales surfaced right next to their boats. This all happened near the coast of Seward, Alaska.
We have been busy overnight tracking down several still developing stories for you.
From a serious car crash just north of downtown St. Louis to a raging fire right in the middle of the Hill neighborhood of South City, everything that happened while you were sleeping is straight ahead.
Right off the top at 6:30, we are giving you a live look from Nick Zervos in Skies and 4, always going above and beyond the call of duty, showing us the horse racing over at Fairmount Park in Collinsville, Illinois, a place that Laura Hettiger is very familiar with. On this Thursday, July 9th, thank you for waking up with us. I'm Andre Hepkins.
And I'm Laura Hettiger, in for Emily this morning. It appears we will get a break from the rain today, but not for too long. Kent has your forecast coming up in just 4 minutes.
Yeah, but first, we have to get to the story we've been tracking overnight, a 4-alarm fire in South St. Louis.
It happened at a warehouse near Daggett and Kings Highway. That is in the Hill neighborhood. 100 firefighters battled the flames into the early morning.
And crews faced a challenge even getting to the scene. Our Mugo Digwe is there live to explain. Mugo, what is going on?
Andre, it's that type of violence why News 4 is taking action in our End Violence STL initiative. A North St. Louis man is also doing his part to end the violence. So starting today, Daniel Fuller plans to live on a billboard until St. Louis goes 7 days, a full week, without a homicide. Fuller is the owner of Add Unity and has put up billboards around town stressing anti-violence. He hopes this will highlight just how bad violence has gotten in the St. Louis area. New this morning, police in Alton are searching for this woman, 42-year-old Michelle Brooks. She was last seen Monday night, and her family reported her missing yesterday morning. Brooks has light brown hair and several tattoos. She drives a 1998 blue Ford pickup with Illinois plates. Anyone with information is asked to call police.
Move east of the area, and then we'll get into some sunshine for the bulk of the day. Sunday, just a steamy day with highs in the mid-90s. So we'll track all that potential rain coming up with the super predictor at 6:44. Write that down.
6:44.
It is 6:40 on this Thursday morning as we take a live look at the Clark Bridge in Alton. Hello to all of our Metro East viewers. Glad you could be joining us today. Now, it's hard to believe, but it has been almost 1 year since the riots and looting in Ferguson after the shooting death of Mike Brown.
Yeah, we can all remember the Quick Trip being looted and set on fire. Remember Emily Round reporting from that location 11 months ago. But today, efforts will begin to transform that building into something more empowering. Mike Colombo is live in Ferguson with the Bommarito Street Fleet with a closer look at the plans. Mike.
Morning. I'm Mike Colombo, News 4.
And something we will be following for the next few months. Thank you, Mike. Happening today, a new bill is expected to be signed into law by Governor Jay Nixon. It is the latest action taken to cut back on how courts collect revenue. This bill caps fines for minor traffic violations. It will also reduce how much cities can collect from traffic fines and fees. The measure was proposed after the Justice Department's investigation into the Ferguson Police Department. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. That's what Illinois Governor Bruce Rauner is offering Democrats to get a much-needed state budget passed. Governor Rauner said he'd raise taxes if lawmakers go along with some of the changes he's proposed. Meanwhile, a House committee did endorse a $2.3 billion stopgap plan last night. It will keep state government running through this month.
All right, you may have seen the video online. It seems to be everywhere this week.
A beatbox battle between father and his daughter. Well, we're learning that the two social media stars live right here in the St. Louis area. Go ahead, check it out.
Who my vote is. All right, but if you want to determine the winner, you'll have to check out the full video on our website, KMOV.com.
Here's my question. Can any of you guys beatbox?
Not even a little.
What? No?
Come on.
I once had that.
We can't do a News 4 this morning beatbox battle later?
You act like you can.
Can you?
Do you have this hidden talent?
No.
Okay. You sounded so surprised that none of us could beatbox.
I was going to be the judge.
It's a special skill.
Yeah.
Good.
Special skill.
Don't judge.
Don't
Okay.
judge.
Well, we are getting close to 6:40 or 6:44. Time for weather and traffic on the 4s. It's a dry day.
For the most part.
Could get dicey tonight.
Yeah, a little bit. We'll see some more thunderstorms as we roll into the night.
The two teams meet for a 4-game series. Go Cards.
Gotta love when the Cardinals beat the Cubs.
Right?
Now, summertime offers a great chance to get out of the house, and July is one of the best times to do it because you might not have known this. It's actually National Park and Recreation Month. And better yet, St. Louis is ranked as one of the best cities to enjoy the month-long holiday. Wallet Hub recently named our city the 8th best for recreation. One of the positives, the quality of St. Louis parks were given a big thumbs up. The website also cited St. Louis facilities as some of the best in the country. And get this, Only Las Vegas has more music venues per capita than our city.
Very interesting. All right.
Well, today is the deadline for Greece to present a detailed economic reform to its European partners. The Greek banking system has been closed since last week because it's teetering near the edge. It faces an almost inevitable collapse if there is no deal. The plan submitted will be reviewed before all 28 leaders of the full European Union meet on Sunday. The fallout for actor and comedian Bill Cosby continues this morning. We've learned Walt Disney World officials have removed a bronze statue of Cosby from the Hollywood Studios theme park. The removal of the statue comes after court documents revealed Cosby testified back in 2005 that he'd obtained drugs with the intent of giving them to women he wanted to have sex with.
The fallout continues. All right. News 4 tracking several stories this morning.
It was a long night for fire crews in South St. Louis. Nearly 100 firefighters worked to put out this fire in the Hill neighborhood overnight. Our Mugo Odigwe is live at the scene with how it all happened.
Welcome back to News 4 this morning. It's just about 6:53. Time to make sure you have everything you need to know before you head out the door.
4 to go is where we update you on the major stories of the morning, but it starts with weather and traffic.
Been pretty quiet this morning, a little misty earlier, but
To you.
Thank you, Kelly. Now back to 4 of the major stories you need to know in this morning's 4 to go. A fire in South St. Louis went 4 alarms overnight as nearly 100 firefighters battled the flames. Started around 10 o'clock in the 4900 block of Daggett near Kings Highway. Our Mugo Odigwe is live at the scene with an update on what happened. It'll be a busy morning for St. Louis Police Chief Sam Dotson. He will update the Public Safety Committee on crime in this city. The latest numbers show that June was the 3rd deadliest month in the past 7 years. Overall gun violence is up almost 50%. Chief Dotson will address those numbers this morning at City Hall.
News, weather, and traffic never stop. Kelly Davis, your next traffic update at 7:26. Laura Hettiger sits here at noon. We'll all be here tomorrow morning. Have a great day.